You sprung this on me. It's a little Christmas in July. It's the John Denver special, Christmas special, which I didn't know existed. I only knew about John Denver in the Muppets Christmas special. I didn't know he did like a solo one.
He's got I was looking through 6 Christmas specials.
Whoa.
So we'll after this one we'll have covered 2 of the 6.
And what year is this one?
This is 75. This is his first one, and it's coinciding with the release of a great album. It's John Denver's Rocky Mountain Christmas album.
Okay.
It's an awesome album. But it features a lot of the songs, like, just playing in the background. Unlike the Muppets, where it's got the Muppets and solo Denver, he actually lets guest stars be in this one.
I mean, I think that's more of a Muppets thing than a Denver thing, that it's kind of like being in a Muppet production, especially in the 70s, you're like sort of hermetically sealed in this environment. It's like, okay, we can only do one human at a time.
Well, speaking of hermetically sealed, they're operating this whole show from this like biodome in the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah, Pauly Shore is there. And it's hilarious. Like, first of all, it's like super 70s.
He looks like a sweat hog that took a shower. Yeah, he's got like a huge snap cap, bell bottoms. We saw him skiing.
Yeah, so that's the other thing.
Earlier.
This feels like it's in line with Higher Ground because it's like a John Denver vanity project. Like, it's all about, I don't know, like he wants to
show off.
Yeah, he wants to put out this image like he's some kind of like tough guy. He's like a super athlete. So it's all this like slow motion footage of him doing these ski jumps.
His hair is whipping around. And then he jumps off the jump and goes spread eagle, spread Denver, and then he wrecks. He's like, did you think he was influenced by
yeah.
What was it?
Denver Canenver. he like it's just so bizarre. Like, yeah, I have this goofy haircut and these glasses, and I look like a dork. And I got the, and my real name's Jochen Dusseldorfer, but I'm a tough guy too. Yeah, so yeah, he does a pratfall, and then it's like this kind of like video equipment was just invented. So they're doing this slide where he's going like back and forth. I guess it's called rock and roll, where you like keep repeating. Yep.
Like he's doing it again. Mm-hmm. He like cracks his head. There's like blood coming out of his ears or whatever.
He cracks his head, and then what does he make?
He makes a Denver omelet. So we got Olivia Newton-John.
Okay.
Valerie Harper.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Martin.
Okay.
And Steve Martin plays some banjo with him.
That's something they got in common, I guess. Does Denver play the banjo? Like, I think of him as that being in his repertoire. Maybe it's Kermit that plays the banjo and Denver does the singing. But yeah, for some reason I get the impression he plays the banjo too.
There's somebody playing like a mandolin too with them later on. There's the the Denver Biodome.
Yeah, Denver Dome.
The Denver Dome.
He's gonna fight all his guests. Oh yeah, here they are. 2
bowl cuts enter, 1 bowl cut leaves or whatever.
Whoa, this is Steve Martin with dark hair. What the?
Yeah.
This is weird.
He's got like a butterfly clip to his nose, and he's like, this is time for a serious song, he says right before he starts playing. Yeah, Steve Martin shreds on that banjo.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like we got a hot crowd here. They're popping for him. And yeah, like, I'm getting like blinded by the body and sheen on Denver's haircut.
Yeah, it looks super dorky, but it does have a
luster to it. Like when he was skiing, it was like whipping around and stuff. Mm-hmm. And yeah, Steve Martin, dark hair.
Yeah, when was that? I didn't realize Steve Martin was like a known, like I'd assume that he wasn't on TV with dark hair. Like maybe his first record or something, he's got dark hair. But by the time he's on TV, it's like all white.
This is like not a white speck in there. So they perform here a little bit.
Like was he even a comedian at that point? Was he just there as like some random banjo player?
They're like, I found this guy busking. So this is about 5 minutes of John Denver wrestling a grizzly bear.
Yeah, if you were wondering if this was a vanity project to rehab his image and make him into a tough guy. He wants Burt Reynolds movie roles. Like
yeah,
he wants the Burt Reynolds role in Deliverance. And this is his audition. He's
got like a sleeveless wetsuit and like a bow and arrow. Like this goes on.
Imagine it's like Ned Beatty And then, like, John Denver comes up out of the water with a bow and arrow.
If John Denver's in Deliverance, the guy goes to Ned Beatty, he's like, you got a pretty mouth, boy. Then he looks over to Denver, he's like, and you got a prettier mouth. Yeah, look, it's going on.
And I mean, like, it's obviously, it's like a baby bear, but it's still pretty dangerous. Like,
yeah, he's like, he's the original grizzly man.
This could have ended really bad. Like,
slow motion.
I think a guy like John Denver, it's like, it was only a matter of time. Like, he was like a daredevil, basically. Yeah. Like, he was into some dangerous stuff.
He was skiing.
Yeah, doing
experimental aircraft, bear wrestling.
Yeah, doing like very intense ski jumps. Yeah, wrestling bears. Putting Martin Cove in a headlock and giving him noogies. And there's a flying squirrel. So what next? Is John Denver going to start trying to fly?
He base jumps.
Yeah. Well, this is like a Christmas special that's all B-roll. Because like usually it's like they have some stuff in the studio, you know, some bits or whatever, and then they cut to some of this filmed B-roll. But it's like all
B-roll.
Yeah, it's all like home movies.
When do you see John Denver's outfit for this like bit here? This goes on forever. He's got a yellow turtleneck, a blue puffer vest, and
that's a look. And look at that belt
and black leather gloves. Like, I'm like, I better stay off this. Look at that huge belt buckle.
He looks like a cantina creature. Like,
yeah, I'm like, I flip off my glasses. I'm like, is that Hammerhead? It's Denverhead. I think.
Is that John Lennon or John? It's Matthew Sweet. It's cousin.
Is
Oliver.
that the thing that Luke cut or Obi-Wan cuts his arm off with a lightsaber or whatever?
Like, his later specials must have been the ones where it's a little more produced and a little less like, oh, let's take some of my home movies and we'll invite, you know, some people over. He's Walrus Man. That's the outfit. It's like it's not Walrus Man in the movie. It's the Walrus Man toy.
And then there's like an hour of like fish breeding.
Okay, yeah.
Some like equal like he's like, you know.
Yeah, fish eggs being inseminated. Yeah.
For some reason, Denver fought really hard for that to be in there.
This couldn't have aired in prime time. Like, this seems like it would be on like PBS, maybe, like Nova presents John Denver. Like, he's not Rocky Mountain High for this. He's on something doing this.
Yeah, this lasts forever, and like.
Yeah, wow. And then the biodome. So I guess he's kind of like, he's doing sort of like an ecological message or something in this.
For some reason, what you don't see is like powering the dome. There's like a diesel engine. There's
a Dieseldorfer engine. With his like family name on the side. Dieseldorfer.
He's like, the trucker's like, give me 20 of Dieseldorfer on pump 12. You get some performance with Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah, good idea. Put Denver up front and then hide Olivia Newton-John like way in the background. That's the right equation there.
She's obscured by like branches.
Yeah,
look, she's out of focus.
Yeah, this is what we want to see. We want to see every pockmark of John Denver, and then let's just a little dot of Olivia Newton-John.
His mouth is gigantic.
Right? He's a lizard. He's a slee stack. He could eat a human being in one go. We already discussed that. And this is like Olivia Newton-John, like pre-Grease, or had Grease already happened?
I think it might have been pre-Grease. Okay. This is 75. I feel like
75. That's pre-Grease. Grease is like 76, 77.
Yeah, because he was like
he's getting people early. Like he's getting Steve Martin kind of early in his career, and Olivia Newton-John
and Valerie Harper.
Yeah, Valerie Harper. You know, at that point was
pretty
probably big. Yeah, she's probably like the biggest
star.
Name. Yeah.
Look at that shirt. He's like really peacocking here, but she's pretty much pushed to the
literally, it's like a peacock feather pattern on the shirt.
This biodome is powered by a Dusseldorfer engine. So then later in it's funny they're saying like a Christmas Carol later, and they have the camera. They do, get on Olivia Newton-John.
Right. They have to do a camera trick to bring her in. But you'd think the director would be like, okay, we're gonna,
Denver
get her
strong arms him.
Right.
We gotta.
He's like, I'm the beefcake. I'm the eye candy.
There's an extended scene of Denver running this like 12 dog sled here. He can do it all.
He's Paul Bunyan. He's Jeremiah Johnson.
Yeah, he's skiing, bear fighting, cross country skiing.
They're gonna have a shot of him in a hot tub with Olivia Newton-John and Valerie Harper, like in a hot tub, with like a big cigar in his mouth.
He's like,
okay, we'll see you, and we'll see you next week, everybody.
When they sing this Christmas Carol, they hold on Olivia Newton-John for a long time, and she doesn't know the words to the song. She's like mumbling them.
This sounds like some like bad English translation of a German Christmas carol that John Denver grew up with. Yeah, it's a Dusseldorfer family tradition to sing this song.
Yeah, Valerie Harper, she's like, I can't wait to star on the Hogan Family.
Yeah, in 20 years.
Yeah, you got Steve Martin on banjo, mandolin guy, Olivia Newton-John relegated to the stage, the lip of the stage there.
Like, I'm so glad you shared this with me and that, we can share it with everybody now.
Yeah.
This is amazing. This is the beginning of a series. We'll be watching more of these John Denver. Maybe we'll go in order. To tackle them. We could do Denver. Maybe, like, when it's actual Christmas time, we could do like the 12 Days of Denver.
Yes,
have a different Denver special.
And there is even a joke, like the Simpsons have a joke about the John Denver Christmas special. Like on one of their episodes, it might be like Treehouse of Horror, they had like for some reason, it flashed on the screen, it said 5 John Denver Christmas specials. But that's incorrect. There's actually 6, so that was like... Yeah, they didn't catch all of them. Yeah. But we're going to cover them all. The 12 Days of Denver.
Yeah, sounds good. When he starts getting up-tempo.
Oh, yeah. I like how he's, bigfooting basically all.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's papering the crowd. Like, it's all ringers. Like, everybody is like... Everybody's super into him. And everybody... has like the Denver look because they're like all family members. It's all the extended cousins and stuff.
The entire Dusseldorf clan, the Dusseldome.
The trapped in the Dusseldome.
2 bowl cuts enter, 1 bowl cut leaves. Yeah, that's he's like the audience. He's like, there's my uncle Heinrich or whatever. Uncle Helmut von Stucker-Dusseldorfer, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th. He just keeps saying the 7th.
We'll see you next
time.